Okay, so the gentleman of color, hate that term, on screen right now is a YouTuber by the name of Gazi Kodzo, whose content I have never watched. I am familiar with him because his he's insane. Like not insane because I think it's I when it comes to the internet, you can't really tell what's an act and what's for show, but a ton of content creators have, parsed his content and his material for material of their own. And the one thing I remember about this guy is that he would always open his videos with this phrase called like a cavial or a guavial. I'm not sure. And he would say it in his real feminine fashion. I mean, this is probably one of the most effeminate guys on the planet. So Atheism is Unstoppable has parsed some of his content, and we're about to break it down, because I gotta stand up for a brother. But wait, before we get started, he's an alphabet person, so yeah, he does not speak for us cisgendered heterosexual black men that love our testosterone. Okay, let's be very clear about that. So let's proceed.
Yo, one of the most crazy and insane people on the internet, which is a competitive field, is Gazi Kodzo, otherwise known as Black Hitler, otherwise known as Chris Tucker from The Fifth Element. If you haven't...
He really does have a Chris Tucker look to him. I think it's the eyes for the most part. And he calls himself Black Hitler? Seriously? How? Why? Like I said, I think the first problem is people taking people on the internet seriously. I think that's like the biggest thing. Like, this is no one to take seriously, but because they got in YouTube at the ground floor, there's they built their audiences because basically, someone found them entertaining to whereas they were able to grow and build their audiences. And I'm not knocking them for it. But if you in any way, shape, or form can confuse this man's thoughts with those of an American heterosexual cis black male, then you've lost your mind.
The Fifth Element, it is all about Leeloo Dallas and her multipass.
Leeloo Dallas multipass.
Multipass.
Actually, I really love this movie. The Fifth Element is really funny. For as effeminate as Chris Tucker is in it, I get the artistry. I get what the portrait that they were trying to paint. So I really do like this movie. And Mila Djokovic, back in the day, when she was on that table before they strapped on up, you're like, okay, see why she got all those Resident Evil movies.
And it's about this eccentric character who is sort of unbelievably effeminately gay, just being an over-the-top personality. Now, Chris Tucker in The Fifth Element...
Really quickly, he does. Atheism is Unstoppable does have black fans. Hi, how are you doing?
Was not racist. This dude is. He's a communist, revolutionary, whatever, just cringy motherfucker who hates white people and is all about black power.
We gotta get to it. So black power, everybody. Come on in the room. Share it when you hear.
And the moment you hear that inflection from anybody with supposedly two testicles between their legs, yeah, just stop listening because they think like a woman. Their brain. I told you guys multiple videos ago. Like once you imbibe semen, once you've dangled another man twigging berries, there's something that happens to you, yo. Or and females too, but for the most part, you just become a far more feminine. And once you hear that inflection, it is time to just white noise it because anything that they have to say will not be something of substance. Sorry.
And hit that like button. Black power, everybody. Welcome to the Oh My Gazi Morning Show, brought to you Monday through Friday in the morning.
Now let's chime in.
Really quickly, black power. What? Why should that? No, that's the problem I have with skin color. Trying to tie people together via skin color because, bruh, I don't know what kind of black power you want. That black female power, and he's not alone. I think this Killer Mike or somebody like that. They had this whole thing where we have to empower our women. We have to empower our women. look, man, they already in power. Like, yo, we can't, like, we cannot fall behind a female, you know what I'm saying, leader. Like, that's, unfortunately, that's just not going to work. As men, as straight, have no interest in the penis men. Like, we cannot fall behind female leadership. I'm sorry. Because if you look at our communities, you look at, you know, the fatherless homes and those statistics, there's no win there. They can't guide the ship. They don't have a destination. Sorry.
He did a video about 9/11. You want to hear a hot take about 9/11? So do I. Let's watch.
Aquava, y'all. It's me, Gazi.
Okay, so that was the thing he would say. Aquava. What does it even mean? That's the only reason I remember this guy is because of that phrase. And I've always wondered what it meant, but never really gave a shit enough to look it up.
So I just wanted to talk about 9/11 on 9/11. It is the...
Oh my God. Oh, this is the... How can anybody take this person seriously? Like, for real. How can anybody take this person seriously?
18th anniversary of when those terrorists went into those airplanes and crashed them into those buildings and has made white people all over the world cry and very, very, very sad. Well,
you piece of shit. Like, it's not white people all over the... Wow. And that's the thing. That's one of the main reasons I want to do this video, because this really shows you the feminine mindset. Like, his mindset is completely feminized. He has a woman's brain. If he want to go get trans surgery, I'm like, yo, screw it, go get it, bro, because he clearly has a woman's brain in that man's body to sit there and be so what's the term, be so cavalier and really hateful, because, oh, white people, no, it upsets me. It upsets, you know, like, everybody, particularly Americans.
That's interesting. I thought that 9/11 was universally condemned and a tragedy for all of humankind, but apparently it was a white thing. Whites are upset by 9/11. A very interesting take, Gazi.
And I just wanted to make this video of why black people don't care about 9/11.
Speak for yourself, you piece of shit. Speak for yourself. Like, what a dick. Like, black people don't care about 9/11. Yo, this is why you can't take him seriously. This is why anybody, like us ladies, this man drags you down too, because he has a female brain. He has a female mentality. And that it's just, it's harder to take the feminine seriously when this is the type of nonsense that they're spewing.
So we know that Hassan Piker doesn't give two disgusting Turkish pubic hairs about 9/11, but we can add to that the bleeps, apparently, because black...
Ain't no the bleeps, apparently. See, this is my problem with you, Devin. And actually, I kind of messed up earlier when I was like, oh yeah, he does have a black fan. I admire his content. I don't call myself anybody's fan. I did that just in the moment. But yeah, this is my problem with you, Devin. You're sitting here trying to act as if, oh, he has the authority to speak on behalf of, you know, like, those who are not alphabet people, but then again, like, as if this is some type of this, like, or as if what he's saying or his opinion is somehow mainstream, and I can guarantee you it's not.
Is about to explain to us why that's the case.
Because I'm sure that white people are very perspective.
Not language. That's not how English works. White people are very perspective.
Yeah, that's a terrible... White people are very perspective. Oh, God, this is niggerdom. This is niggerdom at its finest.
You know, it's aggravating, Gazi. We taught you how to speak English, and you are failing. You're not giving us English back. So, English better, please.
Because I'm sure that white people are very perspective and are very aware that when they go to work or when they go to...
Oh, is he Alza? He's speaking one of the pop languages. Not K-pop, A-pop, African pop. It's a language that they speak, or maybe he's just clicking. Maybe he's just smacking his gums around.
And are very aware that when they go to work or when they go to school, that the niggas ain't really caring like you caring.
That was a hard R indeed.
Like you looking at Chiquita like, I don't understand why Chiquita's not wearing her red, white, and blue pin.
Chiquita.
Well, like, what is with people, you know, like trying to, you know, think for other people? Because I'm pretty sure she doesn't care. Like that Caucasian lady in your example couldn't care less what Chiquita's doing. She just don't want Chiquita to rob her. All right, as long as Chiquita is silent and quiet, you know what I'm saying? Like not all loud and boisterous, they could more than likely get along fine.
Come on, don't be stereotypical.
Today, this is just crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand.
So that's how white people talk, apparently. I don't understand. I like how this guy's making fun of...
Okay, Devin, let's be real. Let's not act like your women don't be 13 and 14 years old at some point. But that's also where his mentality is at, with that of a 13 or 14-year-old young Caucasian girl, all right? That's literally had everything handed to her, because I'm assuming this guy is in America, okay? Like, I'm pretty sure he's in America, and it's one of the most disrespectful things for people to, you know, stand on the shoulders of giants, which is all the history that came before them, and act as if, you know, they're holier than thou, or their opinion should actually matter for nothing. And in all reality, none of our opinions do, and what we are experiencing right here, right now, is the blink of an eye within the span of time and space, okay?
Other people talk. That's priceless.
You know, you're really complex, and I want to bring clarity to why us as black and colonized people...
Tell me why, tell me sweet little whys.
Don't care, or don't care as much as you, and if we do seem like we care...
I'm wondering how old this guy is, because, like, if you were, like, under the age of 6 or 7 when 9/11 happened, you know, you're a full-grown adult now, and... you know, I would assume that it'd be something like Tiananmen Square was for me as a kid when, like, it happened in my real young youth, so I didn't particularly process it properly at the time when it was happening, because like everything, the life that you've been able to live is built off of just ions of history, and to take that moment and be so dismissive and, you know, like, well, it wasn't that big of a deal about it, really shows age and more so shows character and maturity, which is why this person really shouldn't be given a blink of credence or credibility.
We're just doing it so you can get the hell out of our face.
Pleasant, right. So... we're in a conversation. It's an interracial conversation because, you know, diversity is our strength, and it's all about desegregation. You know, the whole point is we're supposed to be together, United States, all that, living the dream, the melting pot. But if the conversation is about 9/11, what he's telling us is that black people want us to get out of their face because they don't care about 9/11 because they fucking hate whites.
Nah, actually, like, my whole beef with 9/11 is that it happened on my birthday. That's the entire thing with me and 9/11. Also, I was in basic training when 9/11 happened. So, yeah, I do hold it in a bit more regard and esteem than maybe most people do, but to sit there and just blanket the entire black race with, oh, we don't care about 9/11, yeah. Like this is no one to speak for, you know, at least descendants. Like, because I don't know this guy's bloodline, I don't know his lineage. He may be Haitian, he might be Jamaican or something else like that. No offense to my Rastas and my brothers over there, you know, but it's a different, there is differences when it comes to, you know, the bloodline and our history here in the country. So I refuse to accept him as someone who could speak for descendants. You know, maybe he speaks for, you know, toboggans or something. I don't know what this guy's made of, but I like, fingers are crossed that it's not descendantry, you know?
It all makes sense.
And the reason why we don't care, and I really want you to listen really closely, really attentively,
Prospectively.
is because...
And this is the same guy who's just making fun of how we talk.
And I know this is going to shock you. I know.
Golly, this is not going to be my longest video, guys, because I cannot stand the way this man speaks. well, this insert pronoun here speaks.
This is going to shock you, so please sit down.
Prep your white tears, y'all. Wait a minute, why are the bottom of his hands white? He's on some Michael Jackson shit with that.
Oh, come on. Stop it, Devin.
What kind of fuck shit is that? Make up your mind.
Sit down if you need to sit down, because I know y'all are sensitive to sunlight, history, and truth. But
we, white people, are sensitive to... He tried to speed through it because it was his really good gotcha insult. Sunlight, history, and truth. Bitch, we wrote history. We are history. History literally is the written word about the shit we did. And what we did was dominate and kick a little ass. I think they wrote a song about it. Kick a little ass, dominate some shit, get down tonight.
You know what? Seeing how you're like in the middle of the thing, because like real talk, history is written by, you know, the victors and then rewritten by morons that want to put a little different spin and perspective on it. So, you know, it all is a matter of perspective now, isn't it? But, you know, Tommy Sotomayor has been really starting to was singing a lot in his videos, and it's just a pain in the dick. I'm not a big fan, and neither with you here, Mr. Tracy. I gotta say, like, just stop singing in your damn videos, okay? Like, you can give me a lyric, you can give me a bar or two, but you know, just do the story.
A heavy bass line on it. It was tight. But we're sensitive to sunlight. Yeah, you got us there. We don't like the sun. We get burned by it. We are the mole people. We dwell underground, and yeah, we get sunburned because we come from climates that are not as hot as sub-Saharan Africa. Because I got news for you. Sub-Saharan Africa...
Yeah, I know he's talking about like Africa and where white people come from and everything else like that, but Ginger in the back. Hey, darling, how are you? She got freckles too. Okay, I like those eyes. Are those gray? Those look gray, but definitely a 35%er.
And Africa in general, kind of a shithole, kind of a swelteringly hot, undesirable place to live. So yeah, our skin is different, and we do get sunburned. So you know what we did after we created...
Yeah, she's like reminding me of Mary Jane Watson for some strange reason. It's specifically from the PS4 game.
Did history and wrote about it. What we did was we invented sunscreen and hats, or bandanas, or umbrellas, or fuck it, buildings.
Oh, and we got another one. Hey, he's really rocking hard with the redheads. Probably because everybody was like, yeah, they're trying to erase the redheads. Not Devin. Devin's like, not on my watch.
You know, buildings. Yeah, we did those things, all in a way to combat the sun. But I am very wounded by your incredible insult. And what else did we do? Oh, we're sensitive to truth? Okay, hit us with that truth.
9/11 was nothing but a teeny tiny, little itty bitty.
She wore her itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow...
I just spoke on this, and yeah, seriously, God, like, what are you doing? Not Devin, but the alphabet person. Like, what are you doing? Just fucking get it out, spit it out.
Okay, dot box cutter that he used on the airplane that day.
Microscopic sample of what white power, white America puts the rest of the world through.
You moron. You moron. Really? 9/11 was a tiny example of what America puts the entire world through? Let's see what Devin has. See, this is why, guys. This is why. Don't take them seriously. They have nothing of value to contribute to any conversation. I'm sorry. Particularly these types of guys. When a man starts talking with that real effeminate inflection, just white noise them. Because nothing of value to contribute to the conversation.
On a daily basis.
Oh my God, yeah, we totally are worse than 9/11 people. We're just flying airplanes into buildings and killing innocent people. That's what we whites are doing. That's a great take. Wow, you really just completely identified white power. Put us in our place. Homeboy, you are on a tangent. Keep it going, Black Hitler.
Yes! I mean, how many hospitals?
Did we create? A lot.
Schools?
Yeah, we did those too.
Government buildings?
Yeah, we started the government.
Libraries?
Yeah, we also wrote the books.
Apartment complexes? Have y'all bombed and toppled?
What? None.
What do you mean, y'all? Okay. I don't even know what Devin's about to say here, but during Obama's administration, there was a bombing of a children's hospital. I remember, like, a Doctors Without Borders hospital got bombed overseas, and Obama, you know what I'm saying, was in charge. That was during Obama's term, during his administration. You know, I mean, let's be real, because I see where he's trying to come from with this. But the problem is that particularly everything that's happened since 9/11 happened because of 9/11. You know, like, not the other way around. Like, we as an American people, we've completely dropped the ball when it comes to, you know, what's happening overseas and foreign intelligence and stuff like that. Like, that's not really, you know, what American people are about. But in reality, yeah, there is a lot of blood being shed in our name. We will admit that. But in particular, when it comes to 9/11, that bombing was like an opening salvo, an opening that really should have a critical eye taken to it. You know, like, I mean, we should look into what our government did in past 9/11, after 9/11, because it's really like it's like they took advantage of a lot of just go and take care of it, like just go and do a lot of hysteria and a lot of fear. They really did take advantage of that. But at the same time, that's been since 9/11, and before that, bro, at the end of the day, the people who got hurt, the 3,000 people who died, never should have had their lives taken from them. And I'll say the exact same thing about the Doctors with Borders and the both government buildings and the libraries and everything else like that you decided that you wanted to bring up here, bro. But ultimately, none of the people like, two wrongs don't make right. There we go. Two wrongs do not make a right. So either way, like, your argument's complete nonsense.
I'm talking about you guys. What are you saying?
In Yemen?
In Yemen? We're not in fucking Yemen. Get out of here. The fuck? Yemen is a pile of shit. The fuck are you talking? Yemen. Hey, white people, Yemen. Mic drop.
In Syria?
The fuck? Syria is a goddamn disaster zone, and it's called a civil war.
And that's the thing. This guy's about to just sit here and keep rambling off a whole bunch of nonsense that he don't know what the hell he's talking about. And 35% at the grocery for show. 35% at the grocery for show. But yeah, like, so as you can tell, this is really where the rest of the video goes. He just keeps running in his mouth about nonsense that he doesn't know about. And, you know, shout out to Devin Tracy for, you know, putting this out there, like, just like cutting his nonsense apart, because it really does need to be debunked, because there are people that take his perspective and his opinion seriously. Why? I couldn't tell you, but they do. So, you know, like, just keep knocking them down as we can get them down. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. I am just, like, fixated on her cakery right there. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and the like, and they don't quite like me like that. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments, besides old girl's cake right here? I mean, do you agree with the super effeminate guy, or are you of the mindset that, like, look, no matter what, two wrongs don't make a right. No matter what your beef with the country is, the citizens of the country shouldn't, you know, in such large quantities pay the price for, you know, things carried out in our name. All right, because for the most part, the average American has no say in what gets carried out. For good reason, because if they had your type of mindset, shoot, we'd be taken over a long time ago. So if you agree, talk to me in the comments. If you disagree, I really want to hear from you in the comments. And until the next one.